Hey guys, if you haven't already, give the video a like, subscribe to my channel. This is a what if series and I'll be doing more down the road. Plus Ultra. Hey guys, and welcome to What If Naruto Was the Reincarnation of Killua Zodic. Now, if you guys didn't see part 1, I'd highly urge you to go back and watch it because it's been a while since we tackled upon the series, and it's also something I want to say. It's not like I've discontinued or I haven't been posting in a while, like something like that. Just like I said in my video that I showed you guys earlier of what I was doing. I wanted to let you guys know that I've just been writing scripts. So I'm not going to rush any of my content anymore or start doing anything off dome, like off the top of my head, just like spamming what it's like that. I'm also going to just be putting in scripts so I can be putting in more detail for you guys. And also going in like a more logical route, not necessarily just logically, just going in more of like a decent route for you guys so that you can find them entertaining and understand where I'm coming from and what I changed around. I just don't like I want to go off things like off dome anymore, like not anymore, but basically like 50-50. You get what I mean. Anyway, I don't want to waste you guys any time. Let's just get back into the story because it's been a minute. So last time we left off with Naruto basically doing rhythm echo and basically tricking Kakashi and taking the two bells. Now Naruto would told Kakashi that he basically saying basically too many times, but he told Kakashi that he did this in order to basically, there I go again, he did this in order to tell trick Kakashi's mind and take the bells and fool Kakashi's perception of what Naruto was gonna do. So Naruto did rhythm echo, but he blitzed Kakashi with a lightning clone and got behind Kakashi and hit him with the lightning palm. Now this would shock Kakashi extremely because he doesn't know of any of Naruto's talents. He hasn't heard of any Naruto's talents because Naruto's been confined. Naruto's been concealed. He hasn't been around people as of lately, reason why he's wanting to get out and experience the world. His mother, father, and grandpa and sister Illumi has been keeping him grounded and also training him. They themselves feel that Naruto does not need friends. He's void of any kind of friendship. The only thing in his heart that should be there is darkness. Nothing there, just a blank space of blackness. And that's not Naruto because something in his heart just makes him feel warm. He wants to make friends. He wants to have a peaceful life, devoid from what he's been doing all his life, training, getting tortured or stuff like that. I mean, he knows it's to better himself and make him a strong assassin, but Naruto just he just wants to grow up as a kid for once. So anyway, Naruto hands the bells to Sasuke and Sakura, and they look at Naruto and say, Naruto, what are you doing? Well, it's no fun. I mean, I'm not all too interested in this shinobi life. You see, I just wanted to experience the world. So if that means you guys can pass and I fail, I'll gladly go back to the academy. But it was fun, I guess. Anyway, I guess they passed Kakashi Sensei. I guess I get to go back to the academy. I'll try again next year as Naruto throws his hands behind his head, but Kakashi tells him that no, you all pass. See, the objective with this test is that you should all use teamwork. While you didn't use much teamwork, you still put yourself before your comrades, Naruto. And that's where I will pass you all. Anyway, so the team would go on a huge amount of D-rank missions with each other, and they would. This is good. Kakashi suggested this so they can get used to Naruto and learn what he's capable of. They learned that Naruto has an affinity for chakra nature. I mean, an affinity for lightning, like a huge affinity for lightning, chakra nature. And he also can do, like, go into an assassin mode to where he's basically a killing monster. He will kill you within just seconds. Or he also can whip his arms to make him feel like slash like blades. And he can do something to his hand to make his nails elongate and basically turn like his nails sharp as steel. And Naruto's taijutsu skills are somewhat incredible. If you look at Naruto and what he's been through, he can take down plenty of Jonin and give Might Guy a run for his money. I mean, not beat Might Guy, but he can spar with Might Guy and just keep the pace with him for a little while. Anyway, and I'm not even exaggerating that. Like, he can keep the pace with Might Guy for a little while and push Might Guy to go to, like, Gate 5. I'm telling you, because Naruto, with his teachers, Zeno, Minato, and Kushina, and I might be downplaying Naruto a lot. I mean, a lot. But I'm just going to say for right now that Naruto could push Might Guy to stay, like, to Gate 5 if he wanted to. Now, continuing on. Naruto basically tells Kakashi, hey Kakashi, I don't think we're getting anywhere going around doing D-ranked missions. I mean, I can enjoy saving a cat from time to time, but you know, that really does get boring. I mean, isn't there something else we can do? And Kakashi would say, what do you mean, Naruto? Well, we've been training, we've been focusing and learning about each other, and I've been kind of making a friendship with Sasuke over there. And Sasuke would just turn his head and say, shut up, loser. And Sasuke and Naruto would have this like Gon and Killua type of relationship. But Sasuke would still be his normal self, but he would still see since Naruto as a friend, and they would often train together and often talk. Sasuke would admit to his goals about what happened to him about his past, and Naruto would tell Sasuke about what happened to him. So both of them could connect to each other because both of them have gone through grief. Naruto's been training his whole life, poisoned, beaten, tortured, you name it, and Sasuke lost his whole clan, even his mother and father, and he's on the search for his brother to get revenge. So it's like both of them can relate through different circumstances, if you get what that means. Anyway, so as they continue, so Naruto tells to Kakashi that, can we get a higher ranked mission, something to test our skills, something to push us to evolve, to gain more experience of this ninja world. So Kakashi goes to the lower third's office, Hiruzen, and they all sit in the office, and this is where Naruto say, hey, third Hokage, can we get a C-rank mission or something better than what we have right now? And the third Hokage would see that the team is well equipped and they have been completing lots and lots of D-rank missions. Now, the third Hokage would call in Tazuna and he'd say, I don't see why not. Now, Tazuna would come in all drunk and he would start to insult the team. But this is where Naruto would basically body flicker right in front of him and Sasuke would body flicker right behind him. And Tazuna would be shocked that these kids move so fast to where he couldn't see them. Now, this is where Naruto would say, hey, before you judge someone, you need to see their skills first. Just get a glimpse of what they can do. Don't judge a book by its cover, old man. Anyway, let's go. We need to get ready for the mission. I guess we gotta escort you. This is gonna be easy for a C-ranked mission. So, Hiruzen tells the team, well, there goes your mission. Now, everything will play out as normal with Naruto going to get his stuff. Well, I'd say that Naruto doesn't even much have anything. The only thing Naruto carries with him right now are like 2 yo-yos, and I'm gonna give that to him. I don't know if yo-yos were invented in Naruto, but I'm gonna give him 2 yo-yos because it fits Killua's character. Blah if you hate it. Blah if you hate it. Anyway. So the team would be prepared and they will start their journey to the land of waves. Now, on their journey, as they're walking and talking to each other, Naruto's talking to Tazuna and asking him questions about what's going on. But Tazuna feels conflicted. He doesn't necessarily want to say anything as of yet. So he's avoiding that question. But Naruto senses something like really going on, like something's really serious about this. Naruto's getting like the ideas. I mean, no, not the ideas, but what's the word for it? He's getting these vibes that this mission has more to this mission than what it seems. It's more to the mission than what Tazuna is letting off. And Naruto can sense that. He can feel that. All of a sudden, they pass by this puddle, which Naruto basically looks down, charges lightning in his hand, and shoots it at the puddle, frying the 2 demon brothers that were in there and killing them instantly. Then Naruto looks down at them and says, who are these 2? The genjutsu that they cast on that puddle was so weak that I could see through it. Do you care to explain, Tazuna? Naruto looks up with his eye with a cold glare at Tazuna. And Tazuna tells the team the truth. He senses malicious intent from Naruto. And this is where Tazuna tells the team that his family has been hunted, well, under the control of a gangster named Gato. And if they don't pay what they owe, then his whole family is going to get slaughtered. And he does not want that. He does not want anything like that. That's where Tazuna starts crying and falls on his knees and says they're really poor. All they could afford was a C-ranked mission. He couldn't really afford anything else. He understands if they have to abandon the mission. And Naruto basically says, okay, that's what I want to get at you in the first place. I just was wondering why you were holding all this information back. I mean, we would have still did the mission. I mean, it's not like we would have abandoned the mission or anything like that. I wanted to just see what was basically on your heart, like what was heavy on your mind and your heart, because you seem to have something troubling you. And Sazuna would think in his head, this kid could sense that? What have you been through? So the team would continue walking and Naruto would see a white bunny. And he would say, Sasuke, what's that over there? I mean, why is that bunny white? Now Sasuke would say, that's unusual. It's not even winter. This is where Kakashi would get on guard and he said, that's some kind of genjutsu. And mist would start forming in. And this is where Kakashi would tell the team, duck, as everyone would hit the ground. Now the sword would, like a big, huge sword would clink inside of a tree. Well, in the side of a tree with it poking out. And Zabuza would appear out of nowhere. And he would tell the team to hand over Tazuna. And this is where Kakashi would look at Zabuza and he would say, Zabuza Momochi. Okay, now I see. This mission has just been bumped up to an A ranked. All of a sudden, Sasuke and Naruto was right there when in Zabuza's face and kicked him out of the tree. Now this is where Naruto would say, hey Sasuke, I bet you I can beat this guy before you do. And Sasuke say, we'll see. Now Zabuza is forming his mist. Now let me let you know this. It's nothing, and I mean it is nothing in Zabuza's arsenal that will help him compete with Naruto at all. I mean, he has mist, and that's it. I mean, his water style jutsus and all that, I get that he's a 7 deadly swordsman and everything, but yeah, he has nothing. Anyway, let's continue. So, as Naruto and Sasuke are tag teaming duo, Kakashi says, hey, wait! You should not underestimate Zabuza. And this is where Naruto would get into his assassin mode and say, he's weak. I don't even think he could beat me, let alone Sasuke. As Naruto blitzes right past Zabuza, cutting off his arm and his leg with his nails. This is where Sasuke would jump up into the air and say, fire style, fireball jutsu, and throw it right down at Zabuza, which was a water clone, and Zabuza would be scared at the technique between these two. Now this time, no water clone would be in play, as Naruto would be right behind Zabuza and then right in front of him. And this is where Naruto would look back at Zabuza and have his heart in his hand. And this is where Naruto would say, my father could do this without any blood, but I haven't grasped a hold of this technique. You should see what my mom can do. If she was here, she could punch a hole straight through your chest without even trying. Well, you can have this back, Zabuza. Now, Zabuza would cough up blood and fall to the ground dead, slowly losing vision in his eyes. Now, this would make Haku go into a frenzy as he jumped out of the tree to charge at Naruto and the team. But Naruto basically had this, he perceived that this was going to happen because he knew that somebody else was in the trees that wasn't revealing themselves. And as Haku would come and get into a taijutsu bout with Naruto, Sasuke came in with a huge punch to the right side of her face, cracking some bones. And this is where Naruto would basically charge up this lightning palm technique and in a blitz of speed, hit Haku dead in the chest. Now, I'm not underestimating Haku's skills and abilities. I'm just saying that he wouldn't be no match for Naruto. And you could even go the route of saying Haku jumped out of the trees and was instantly just did her demon ice mirrors and just did that right there. Well, here's the funny thing about that. Naruto would create, like, you know, this like this ring of lightning around him, and the heat from lightning would make the mirrors melt. And you can also say that lightning has this sort of thing with water where if you're yeah, that effect there. So while Haku's in those mirrors and everything, I feel like Naruto would either he could do like try to electrocute Haku inside the mirrors by the water properties of the ice, or he could just create like 5 or 10 shadow clones and do a huge lightning explosion to bust apart all the mirrors. But the route I'm going with is that Haku is not apart from skills. Like, he would rush in blinded, like angry that Zabuza, his master, got killed when he was right there. He could have did something, and he would start throwing Senbon at Naruto and Sasuke, which a few of them would hit Sasuke and one would hit Naruto in the arm. Now, Naruto would be mad at himself that he let this happen, so then he would rush at Haku, grabbing Haku by the face and slamming Haku into the ground and electrocuting Haku half to death. I think you guys like that one better than the one I chose. Anyway, so Haku would be dead and Zabuza would be dead, and this is where Naruto would say, I win, Sasuke. You got to do 100 push-ups. And Sasuke would say, shit, and get on the ground and start doing 100 push-ups. Now, this is the kind of friendship that Naruto is going to have throughout the series. I hope you guys like that. Anyway, so as they continue to the land of waves, everything plays out normal with Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi meeting Tazuna's family and getting to know them and saving them from Gato's gangsters. Even Naruto killing a few of them who tried to threaten to kill Inari's mom or anything like that. So they start getting on building the bridge, and this is where Gato and his men shows up. Now, Naruto, says he's going to sit back for this one because he wants to see what Sasuke, or he wants to see what Kakashi can do, actually. This is where Naruto changed his mind. He said, I have already seen what Sasuke can do. I mean, I haven't too much seen what you could do, Sakura. Well, not Sakura. I almost got you guys there. I haven't seen what you were capable of, Ino. And Ino would be looking at Naruto and say, well, I have a mind transfer jutsu that I can do. What's that? You know about my mind transfer jutsu. I mean, Naruto, we've been knowing each other for like 2 months when we were doing D-rank missions. I'm just pulling your leg, I know what you can do. I just stand back and protect Tazuna. We need to train you more in taijutsu. I guess in these past weeks we've been doing D-rank missions. I have not been focused on your skill sets and everything. Even though we're a team, I just been more trying to get friends with Sasuke. I don't know. I feel it's rude or like a neglecting feeling, but I also want to train you in taijutsu just to get you on par, just get your skills up there. And Ino would just shake her head and say, yes, just stand back. So this is where Kakashi and Sasuke would step up. Kakashi would charge up his, do a lot of shadow clones, and Sasuke would activate his Tutomoe Sharingan. Now this is where Sasuke and Kakashi would rush at Gato's men, and I'm talking about, no, it don't matter what they had in their hand, they got easily taken down by Sasuke and Kakashi. All Sasuke and Kakashi had was a kunai in both hands. So they took each and every one of Gato's men out and looked at Gato with eyes that could kill anybody and charged at him, and you already know, beheaded him, killed him. Now, that's the end of the Land of Waves arc. So they got back to building the bridge, and everything played out in normal with that arc. Anyway, I hope you guys like this episode. I hope you guys, the like goal for this one is 50 likes. If you can reach 50 likes, I will have part 2 out later on today. I promise you. Part 2 out later on today. Anyway, without any further ado, you guys have a good day, a good night, and plus ultra. Bitch, I'm back.